This is Math 99, final practice, and this is problem number 19. We're supposed to solve this triangle. And so when you solve a triangle, as you know, that means you find all the missing information. So we're going to need to find this side B, this angle A, and this angle B. So I'm going to start with side B, and since I know this is a right triangle, I know that Pythagorean theorem should be in place. So B squared plus 6 squared will equal 51, whoops, I wrote 15, 51 squared. So B squared plus 36 equals, and I don't know what 51 squared is, I'll grab my calculator, 2,601. Subtract 36 from both sides, that's squared, so B squared is 2565, square root that. B is about 50.65. It said round to 2 decimal places, so I will do that. 50.65. So I know what B is. So let me think about the other pieces. Let me think about this this angle B right here. So angle B. I'm going to relate it back to what I already know. So how B relates to 6 and 51. I notice I have adjacent. This is adjacent to B, adjacent, and this is the hypotenuse. So adjacent and hypotenuse would be cosine. So I know that the cosine of B is equal to 6 over 51. So that means to figure out B, I'm going to use inverse cosine. So B would be inverse cosine of 6 over 51. I grab my calculator, make sure my calculator is in degree mode. So cosine of 6/51. I wasn't in degree mode after that, my big deal about it. And I get about 83.24 degrees. So that's what angle B is. So now let me think about angle A. And if I look at angle A, I'm going to use those same sides, the 6 and the 51, but relative to A, their roles change a little bit. So like relative to A, 6 is opposite, and 51 is still the hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse, that's sine. So sine of angle A is opposite over hypotenuse. In order to figure this out, I'm going to use inverse sine. So inverse sine of 6/51. Grab my calculator. Again, make sure that it's actually in degrees. And inverse sine of 6/51 is about 6.76 degrees. And I know angle A, I know angle B, I know side B, solved.